The thing that I personally love best about China is the people. I know it sounds a little corny, but I found some of the warmest people anywhere on earth in China. There is a sense of, you've come all the way here to my city, you're my guest. And I just love that sense of hospitality. There's a great sense of service when you go to a restaurant, when you go to a hotel, when you go to a spa. They really genuinely seem like they regard your satisfaction as a supreme object of theirs, that they want you to feel welcome, they want you to feel good, and they want you to come back. And they do a pretty darn good job of it. I've been to Beijing, I've been to Shanghai, I've done the day trips from those places. But China is a wicked huge country. I mean, it's vast, it goes on forever. I want to get out to the mountain villages. I want to take a cruise down some of their magnificent rivers. I want to see the centuries-old tea plantations. There are cities of 5 million people in China that the average American has never even heard of, let alone do they know anything about these places. But I think once the average traveler has done Beijing and the Forbidden City and the Great Wall, once they've done Shanghai and all this crazy modern architecture that's growing up on the Pudong side of the river, once they've done the day trips from these places, they're going to want to explore more. They're going to want to go on to the magnificent countryside. They're going to want to see some of these second-tier cities or the smaller villages, if you will, out in the countryside. So I don't think we're quite there yet in terms of a surge of interest. Most Americans have not yet gone to Shanghai or Beijing, but there is an avant-garde of American travelers, the more adventurous ones, the ones who have money to spend, the ones who have an interest. They are going on beyond those entryway cities, if you will. I was in Shanghai with my boss. We were launching a travel and leisure edition in China, which has been very successful for us. And we were standing at People's Park, right on the edge. We're waiting to cross the street. And he and I, we were both in our 50s, both about 6 feet tall. And he looks around and he says, I came here when I was in college, and I was standing almost on this exact spot, and I was the tallest guy you could see anywhere. He says, you look around now, I'm average, if that. People, there's some very physical differences, changes that have happened. The people there are smart, they get great educations, they're big and strong, and they have a lot of money. So if you haven't been to Asia ever, or if you haven't been there in 30 years, you'll notice that there are some real changes from your preconceptions or your former conceptions of what Asia and its people were like.